Hi there. So if you're watching this video, you're probably wondering how to find my purpose or what is my purpose. And I'm here to help you with that. So I've helped hundreds of people literally with finding their direction in life and discovering their purpose, embodying their life destiny, sacred calling, their life direction, and getting fulfilled, living a fulfilled life. So that might be changing career, that might be stepping into mastery, that might be owning your power, that could be really listening to your higher self and your heart and your soul and letting that guide you rather than the ego, the programming and conditioning that's been there for a lifetime and has caused you to live in a kind of autopilot mode, doing things and living a life that isn't really true to who you really are. And I salute you for watching this video. So let's get to it. Okay, so one of the questions that I get asked so much is literally, Jody, like, how do I find my purpose? What does it take? Do I need to go on a retreat and go deep? Do I need to go and drink ayahuasca 100 times in the Amazon? Do I need to smoke the toad? Do I need to become a breathwork facilitator? And at least then I've got something that's transformational for me and moving my energy so then I can start to feel again and get back to self. Do I need to go to India? Do I need to go and live in Bali? Do I need to just meditate consistently and the answers will come? Are there some special tools, Jody? Are there some special processes? And what I'm here to tell you is that actually it is a unique path for each one of us to really find who we are and live our true purpose in life, our life purpose. You want to call it soul mission, you can do. I particularly like that word, but you might just want to call it destiny or purpose in life, right? That purpose-driven life where we're on course, we're doing the thing that we love, right? That we're passionate about, and we're living it, and we're earning from it. We're living it, and we are being rewarded for our embodiment of our purpose. And that's great. If you decide, if you felt as a child that you wanted to be a doctor, and then you went through that kind of pathway to become a doctor, and now you're a doctor and you're happy being a doctor, well, that's it. Then great, good for you. But most people who are questioning, who are on an awakening path, who want to be of a bigger, meaningful impact in the world, aren't in that position. And that's probably you, right? That's probably you're watching this video because that's likely to be some description of your current situation, or maybe what you've been in or what you're moving into. See the unknown. I don't really know where I am. I just know I need to find my life purpose. How do I find out my life purpose? And what is my purpose? I'm no longer fulfilled. I'm not fulfilled in this career, in this job, in this, course, in this university, in this curriculum of life, in this relationship, in this family, whatever it is, right? Whatever your unique situation is. And so that's going to be, very much specific to you. And so if you want to get more clear about what your specifics are, then you're welcome to book a call with me, and the link will be in the description. But, I also want to say that since I've said that now that I've said that, I want to also sort of double back and kind of pan out and go, even though each individual's situation is so specific, there are also patterns that I've noticed, right? Patterns that I've charted in myself and in the world around me and in the people and clients I've worked with, that there are dynamics at play where we can start to peel back the layers and reveal fulfillment, what is lighting us up, what illuminates us, what illuminates our path. And these are things that we can all do, and some of us are going to get amazing results from, and some of us are going to get mediocre results from, and some of us are going to get little results from, but they do affect everyone, so impact everyone, these processes and these tools. So one of these tools that I want to share with you in this video is the tool of self-inquiry. And this is a very deep thing we're talking about, self-inquiry, the work of Byron Katie. And some of you may be very familiar with that. And some of you would be like, Jody, I don't know what that is. Please let me know. I don't know. I'll put a link somewhere, probably there, for a video that you can watch about that. But just to be quick about it and so we can get to the next thing, the work is basically asking these 4 questions. Is it true? How can I know that it's true? How do I feel when I think that thought? And who would I be without that thought? And so, yes, we're applying that, but we're really we're looking at, okay, what is our situation? Okay, so my name's, I don't know, like say you're Michael and you're working in visual effects industry, for example. But, you fairly much enjoy the work. You kind of like, yeah, but it's a bit of a slog and your energy's low at the end of the day. And the office environment isn't really you. And there's so much more inside you. You're a big dreamer. You've got these big creative visions of, for example, building sacred spaces around the globe, of holding spaces of retreats where you're really assisting and guiding others to step into their power and into greater self-love and into depth and fulfillment. And so that's going on in your inner world, but in your outer world, you're in this job, you've kind of trained in it, you're earning decent dollar, earning some decent cash from it, and life's kind of okay, right? Until something happens and it's like, okay, whatever, like you got a new boss and you don't have a good relationship, or some work colleagues, or something else happens. It might be something in, your family. It might be a death. It might be a breakup. It might be something else, a crisis. And then you just start questioning, what am I doing? Do I really want this? I'm not really actually fulfilled and happy. And so we ask the question then, this is where the self-inquiry comes in, of what is actually true. And we can apply this to your life. Is it true that this work and this path I'm on is the most fulfilling thing for me? Is it true? You can just ask yourself that question and be brave and courageous and curious to find out, okay, what is the answer? And just look, right? Allow that question to sit in your body, to sit in your heart. And perhaps, put a hand on your belly, which is, the hara, which is the center of our being. Also the second brain as well, the enteric nervous system, and another hand on our heart, and just kind of calibrate our field and get into a state of more coherence where we start to feel, okay, what is true here? Okay, I have these feelings and emotions. My heart is resonating. I'm feeling my heart. And of course, your heart is connected with everything you're in love with, right? Your passions. Right? What lights you up? Your heart really is there. Your heart, your heart's not in it. Well, it's not in it, right? It's not really for you. So it's in our language as well. So the encouragement right now is just to check in with that and ask, okay, is this for me? Is this true for me? Will I be fulfilled in this work? And so just ask and see what comes. And you might just find that you have an epiphany. You have some clarity that comes. Where it's like, no, actually, if I'm really truthful and honest with myself, this is not the case. It isn't fulfilling for me. This isn't my true path. And then again, you can also allow whatever intuitively comes or pops into your mind. Maybe you see yourself in a forest. Or maybe you're blank. Maybe it's just numb and blank. But you can ask yourself, okay, what really is my path? What really does light me up? That could potentially provide me with a life and a lifestyle that I want to have, or maybe I've been accustomed to. And so then you're activating your intuition and your inner guidance and your creative brain and seeing what comes. And it might just be a feeling, it could be an inkling, a thought, might be a sound, it might be some words, it might be a vision. Some people are very visual, and that's great, and you'll have visions. Other people were more auditory or sensory, in the feelings realm. But you might just have a sense of seeing yourself or feeling yourself somewhere like, in nature, or doing something creative, or building something, or with people. So it's just about keying into that and allowing yourself to hope for that and dream of that. and allow it to come in. And it can be hard. I totally get it. If we've been identified with a profession, kind of work, kind of job, kind of lifestyle, right, that maybe our friends from school are in, maybe our family's involved in, maybe you're in a family business or something else, and you kind of realize it doesn't fit, it doesn't suit, it can be uncomfortable because it's the truth and it's a misalignment. So what this is all about really is getting into alignment with your inner world, that being expressed in your outer world. So having that alignment and coherence, just taking a breath, checking in, what would it be? What could it look like? What could it feel like? Would it be doing traveling, guiding others, leading others in some capacity? Could it be something creative in the healing realm or something, starting a business? And you're going to know, the more you tune in and allow, the more you're going to know. But yes, there could be resistance, blocks, and everything else. And if there are, well, that's totally fine. And if you want some guidance and assistance with that, then book a call with me, book a Life Accelerator call, links in the description, or just comment Accelerate, and I'll make it happen for you. All right, so yes, just tuning in and feeling that and knowing that and seeing that and hearing that, whatever words come or whatever thoughts or visuals, feelings, just allowing that. And then if you have, maybe you have a question, I can't do that. It's not going to provide for me. It's too difficult. Then you can ask, is it true that it's not going to provide for you? Or is it true that it's too difficult? Or is it true that something else, right? And then how can I know that it's true? Right? If it is yes, yes, definitely true. Yeah. Well, how can I know it's true? Okay, so then that starts to, right, okay, yeah, actually, how can I know? And then you can also do the full work, which is, okay, so how do I feel when I think this thought that it's true that it's going to be too hard for me? Okay, maybe you feel constriction or something like that. And then you can ask, okay, well, who would I be without this thought? And so just look what happens as you answer that question. Who would I be without this thought that this thing is too hard, it won't work out, that I won't be able to provide for myself, that it'll be a mess, that I'll fail, that I'm an imposter, that my family won't love me, my partner won't love me, I'll be disowned, whatever the story is, I'll be destitute, I'll be burnt at the stake, whatever it is. Just feeling in and just, okay, who would I be without that thought? So this is the self-inquiry process. And that's one of the tools we can use at any time to really navigate this, how to find our purpose and what our purpose is. And for me, it's a constant question that I ask myself, am I living my purpose? What is my purpose? And sometimes it'd be, yeah, you're doing great. And then, but yeah, there's more. There's a lot more, right? And then I kind of ask, okay, what is that? How can I lean more into this? How can I expand? How can I really light myself up and be successful and truthful and live in alignment? So all these things together can help us massively. So this has been one process that I wanted to share around these themes of, what is my purpose and how to find your purpose. And just, you can do that, right? And you can go through a list, you can brainstorm a list of different things that it could be, and it might be something that comes into being through you going through a process and initiation, taking a leap, right? Maybe that's to actually start some kind of business or leave your job or have a conversation with someone, get some coaching, start to travel and find yourself, right? And get to know yourself more. So then you can check in again and again and again and again and do that. So hopefully that's helpful for you. Let me know in the comments what came up for you. And if you've enjoyed this content, then please do subscribe. I'm Jody Dean, and I help seekers and emerging love leaders and curious spiritual people to step into their highest timeline, to embody soul purpose, to live in truth, to be aligned in their lives, and to step up into the next octave of their reality. And also write books, transformational books, as guides for others. And authentic self-expression is a big one for me as well. So I do assist with that in various ways, in speaking and the voice, as well as other forms of expression like writing. And yes, just kind of navigating this spiritual path and the path of mastery and living our true purpose and navigating this planetary awakening that's happening. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please do give it a like and maybe share it with someone who you feel might need this right now. And again, If you would like to have a chat with me and get crystal clear about what's blocking you right now, what's holding you back, and the challenges you're facing, and activate that kind of vision for your future and embodying your truth and your purpose and living in true alignment and living love, then do book a call. And link in description, or just comment Accelerate. All right, blessings. I also have a Purpose Accelerator container coming up, which you might be interested in. So that's a real deep dive in working with really owning our purpose and that discovery journey and stepping into it fully, right, without compromise and without any more procrastination. So if you're interested in that, you can also book a call or also comment Purpose, and I'll connect with you. All right, blessings. Have a wonderful rest of day, night, wherever you are in the world. Bye.